Rob Burnham here, Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Richard Land Comments. This time I'm doing another episode of movie reviews. This time reviewing Dragonheart. What Dragonheart's about is about this knight named Bowen, and he is training the young prince to be a knight, to be loyal and trustworthy and all this stuff. Well, what happens is the prince winds up getting injured during a battle a battle that his father's in, that he's watching his father in this battle, and his father's not this good guy, and he's not a real good king, and he's trying to kill all these peasants. Well, his father winds up dying, and the prince winds up getting injured in this battle, and the knight takes the prince to this dragon. Well, the knight and his mother, the prince's mother, takes the prince to this dragon, and the dragon takes out his heart and breaks it in half, and then gives half of his heart to the prince. Now they're bound. If one dies, the other dies. And before the dragon does this, he has the prince to make an oath that he will be pure-hearted and true and kind and all this other stuff, but the prince doesn't keep it. And Bowen blames the dragon for this, and Bowen goes after all the dragons and becomes a dragon hunter until he can find this dragon and kill him for what he believes he did. Well, 12 years has passed. The prince is now king, and he's worse than his father ever was. And he has all the peasants as slaves building this castle or whatever. And Bowen has been slaying dragons the past 12 years, and he runs up on the dragon that gave half his heart to the prince. He doesn't know this yet, but he tries to kill him, but he's not able to kill him. So they start a friendship, and they start this kind of con business where the dragon acts like Bowen kills them for all these villagers and these kingdoms and stuff, and Bowen gets the money, and they go to the next town and do it all over again. So it's this scheme that they have going on. And what happens after this, the prince finds out about this, and he winds up capturing this girl and doing god-awful stuff to her. And then this big thing breaks out between the king and the peasants, and Bowen and all them. So Bowen's trying to help the peasants overthrow the king, and Bowen and the dragon help do this. And throughout the battle, the king winds up getting injured, and the dragon winds up falling and crash landing because of the pain that he's feeling from the king getting stabbed. And the dragon hunters wind up capturing the dragon, but the king has the dragon held captive and held safe because he realizes that something happens to the dragon, something happens to him. And then Bowen goes out and tries to stop the king, but come to find out the king's immortal. The only thing that can kill the king if the dragon dies. So the dragon knows this, and the dragon tells Bowen to kill him, and reluctantly Bowen winds up killing the dragon, and in doing so killing the king. And the dragon's sacrifice sends him up into the stars with the other dragons, and that's the end of the movie. If y'all ever watched Dragonheart, what'd y'all like about it? As always, Rob Burnham, make your Preacher Man R&B sign out. Guys, be awesome. It's been an episode of Richard in the comments. See y'all next time.